So today we are going to speak about the Geula. What does Geula mean? Redemption. What happened in the time of Egypt, in the time of Mitzrayim? We got redeemed out of Egypt. But this is not the parsha for that week. First, we had to experience the slavery, then the suffering. Then we went down to almost the lowest level. But Hashem told us in a few parshios later that we are going to be redeemed. What does that mean, that we're going to be redeemed? We're going to be redeemed from Egypt, like from the sea. Pharaoh was chasing us, but he got saved. Everybody else, they perished, including his own son. His own son died, his firstborn. Can you imagine, how painful it is for a firstborn to die? Can you imagine that? But they had to experience Egypt. Moshe, he grew up in the palace. What happened? His mother, last week's parsha, she took him and she put him inside like one of these tar little crates. She had like a little crate. She put him in the water. She sent him out. It was 6 months and 1 day, as Rashi says. He was 6 months and 1 day. Why 6 months and 1 day? Like this, he would be able to save the Jewish people later. So 6 months, 1 day, she put him in the little cradle. He went in the water. She sent him out. Basya, she put out her hand, she outstretched her arm. They say it actually extended because she saw that Moshe, he was not only crying for himself, he was crying for other people. But at the time, Moshe, he was raised by Paro. What happened? He was a little baby. Him and Paro's son, they grew up together. Can you imagine, they grew up together in the same place? And Moshe coming to rebel against Paro, that's unheard of. That's unacceptable. How could he do that? He told Hashem, how could I do that? First of all, I cannot speak. I touched a coal. My mouth is all, I cannot speak. Who I'm going to have to come with me to speak to Paro. I don't want to do it. He was too humble. He didn't want to do it. But Hashem said, you have to do it. Here, I'll give you your brother Aaron. Aaron is going to come with you. So he came with him everywhere he went. Saw Hashem through the burning bush, saw the back of his tefillin by the Ten Commandments, by Sarah Sadibros. So that he said, Paro, let my people go, let my people go. And let him go, right? So he said, okay, I'm going to put some plague upon you. So he put some plague upon him. And he's like, oh, all right, I'll let you go, I'll let you go. And then his heart became stubborn again. 7 plagues this week. So, it's getting like a little bit like, Paro's like, oh, I got enough of this. But next week, Parsha, he has the worst. Koshef, he said, was also very bad. Because they were like, they couldn't see. They were blinded from the darkness. But what type of darkness was it? It was darkness that they couldn't move. That's how dark it was. It was like darkness, blindness of darkness. There was also locusts this week, but that was also kind of like a darkness, but it wasn't. It just ate all the crops. It killed all the crops. So it was also darkness in the sky. But the difference between Choshech and the locusts, the difference between them is Choshech was actually stronger, and Makas B'choros was even worse, because every firstborn died. Can you imagine Paro losing a son? Anybody losing a son is very difficult. So, Mashiach now, Yechiah Melech, the Geula is already here. We just have to believe. Mashiach now. Yechiah Melech, Yechiah Melech.